Everyone, this is Pushpayam. Today's topic is test plan templates. Let us see what do you mean by test plan templates. The test plan templates, the format and the content of a software test plan vary depending on the processes, stance and test management tool being implemented. Nevertheless, the following format, which is based on IEEE, stands for Software Test Documentation, provides a summary of what a test plan should contain. Let us see what a test plan should contain. What are the contents? Test plan identifiers, introduction, reference, test item, features to be tested, approach, item pass, fail criteria, suspension criteria, and reception requirement, test deliverable. Next, test environment, estimate, schedule, staffing and training needs, responsibility, risks, assumption and dependence, approvals. Let us see one by one what the test plan template. Let us see first test plan identifiers. Provide a unique identifier for the document. It provides an unique identifier for any documents. Introduction. What the introduction should be: provides the overview of the test plan, specifies the goals or the objectives, specifies any constraints. Reference. What do you mean by reference? List the related documents referring some links available like project plan, configuration management plans. Next, test items. Test items list the test item. It might be software or a products and their version. Features to be tests. List the feature of the software or product to be tested. Provide reference to be requirement and or design specification of the feature to be tested. Features. Next, features not to be tested. Like what the feature should not be tested. The first one is list the feature of the software product which will be tested. Specifies the reasons this feature would be tested. This where this feature not to be tested, they says that the features of will not be tested features. Approach is nothing but mention the overall approach to testing, that we approach what it should be tested. In the sense what it should be tested, we should approach that specifies the testing level. In approach it specifies the testing level. Next, time pass and fail criteria. Time pass and fail criteria specifies the criteria that will be used to determine whether each test item has passed or failed testing. Next, let us see about suspension criteria and reception requirement. Specify testing activities which must be redone when testing is resumed. Specifies the criteria to be used to suspend the testing activities. It specifies the main of testing is to the template is the what the documents are to be tested. In that way, test deliverables. List the deliverables and links to them if available, including what the test deliverables like test plan, test cases, test scripts, defect or enhancement logs. What defects are there in the documents are some apps, the defect, then test report, and finally we have to give the test report. Then test environment specifies the properties of test environment, hardware, software, network, etc. in those fields like hardware, software, network, etc. In those fields it tests the environment. List any testing or related tools. It will test the related tools. Estimate. What do you mean by estimate? Estimate is nothing but a summary of an test estimate. Provides a summary. It provides full summary of the testing. Schedule. Schedule is the summary of the schedule specifying the key test milestones. It schedules at what time to at what time it had been. Like at what time we have started and what time it had got ended. Schedule. It provides a summary of the schedule. Next, staffing and training needs. Staffing and training needs. Specifies the staffing needs by role and required skills. What skills are required for testing? In this way it will be staffing and training needs, and identifies the training that is necessary to provide those skills if not ready acquired. Then it has to be trained, that is necessary to provide the skills. It has to be trained. The someone who has to test the product, he has to be trained in that field. So it has to be staffing and training needs. Responsibility. What responsibilities? List the responsibilities of each item, role, or individual. It might be an role, it might be an item, it might be an individual item also. That should be listed in the responsibilities. Next, risk. What type of risks? List the risks that have been identified. In while testing, what type of risks you will get, it has to be listed. Then specifies the mitigation plans and contingency plans for each risk. That must be, there must be an risks while testing, that should be listed in the test plans templates. Then assumption and dependence. Assumption and dependence. List the assumption that have been made during the preparation of this plan. We have to list where what and all assumption we did while preparing some plans or while preparing some documents. That should be listed. Then list the dependence. Dependence is for just list the dependence. Then approvals. What type of approvals will get? For example, specifies the names and roles of all the person who must approve the plans. We have to specify the roles of approval, like the higher authorities should be approve our plan, so we should specify their names. Provide the space for the signature and the dates. We should provide the space and the signature for the dates, with the dates. If they approve our plan, they should sign our papers, right? So we need to give the space for the signature and dates. Next, thank you. And sorry, then what is the importance of test plan? Test plan, why it is important? By reading this all the contents, why it is important. Let me say why it is important. It helps the software engineers to think through the effects needed to the acceptability of a software product. It can and it will help people outside the test group to understand why and how product validation takes place. I'm saying about the importance of the test plan templates. Okay, the software testing methodology is a 3-step process, and one of the step is a creation of the test plan. Then it includes test cases, conditions, the test environment, and a list of related tasks, pass or fail, and criteria, and the risk assessment. These are the risk assessments. Thank you. This is a small seminar about test plan templates. Thank you once again.